After topics have been selected according to relevant fundamental principles, the work of arrangement of the topics starts. When and where a topic a particular be introduced, how should it be developed through different classes? What should be done before and after it? How much of it should be taught at a time? All these and many more similar requirements have to be met through proper arrangement of the matter. Here follows a discussion of the principles and methods which are helpful in this case. Psychological and logical arrangement. In the development of a particular branch of mathematics, the mathematician is chiefly concerned with a logical, rigorous treatment of the subject matter, whereas the teacher is usually concerned with its psychological organization and presentation. It is the curriculum organizer who is called upon to integrate two approaches. It may be remarked that the two do not differ substantially. The difference have been exaggerated and multiplied. There is no reason why the organization cannot be both logical and psychological. All thinking is psychological. Education should make it logical as well. Psychology throws light on the use of a topic for the student from the academic as well as practical point of view. It takes into consideration the power of understanding and grasping of pupils in a particular age level group. The psychology should decide what kind of logic is appropriate for the pupils of a certain age and what type of topics will be most suitable for the development of such logical thinking. Logic will help in maintaining the link and sequence of topics found useful and meaningful for the child. In combination, these two viewpoints can make the subject matter interesting and comprehensible. Now, scope for practical work. All healthy and normal children like to be active. They derive pleasure from all activity. Practical work is fascinating for them. Organizers of curriculum should not fail to suggest some practical work whenever there is a scope for it. They have rather to explore and propose opportunities of practical work. Topics which demand passive listening and abstractness are not to the taste of children, especially young ones. In their cases, the topics must be presented in a form which appears to arise out of their own activities. A topic which carries a greater scope for practical work should come in the lower classes and should gradually develop to its abstract form. It should be possible for the young child to learn every topic through practical work and real or concrete things. In case this viewpoint is accepted, the subject matter should be arranged according to the taste of children.